I've had people ask me, where do we start with nutrition? Like, what is the first step? How can we actually create a plan that is successful? And this goes so far when it comes to your training, your day-to-day life, your routine, and your own performance. So what do we do? Well, the first thing is to have foods that you like. Nobody wants to go into a plan and think, oh my God, I really don't like the next meal. I don't like that food. I'm not looking forward to eating it. Like, it is a case of making sure the foods you have in your plan, and there are thousands of foods in the world, millions of foods in the world. You can always find something easily sourced, and as long as you prepare it, that you actually like having it, you can fit into a plan. And that follows on to number 2. Don't ban foods. Every single food can have a place in your plan. It might not be that you have pizza every meal of the day, but you can get a pizza in there. It might mean that you have a couple of slices of pizza. So it might be that you have to break a frozen pizza and only cook a little bit, because once you've cooked it, you may only be able to eat the whole thing, or share it with people. It may mean that you have chocolate in there, but you get smaller bars, so you only eat a little bit, because who actually gets one of those Cadbury's bars with the reseal things? They're pointless. You eat the whole bar. Number 3 is to be consistent. Consistency is key with your training, with your own mentality in life, and with your nutrition. Consistency. Track your food, be consistent on day 1, know what you're eating throughout, average it out, do you weigh more or less than you want to weigh? Have you got to take some food away? Don't take loads away, be consistent and gradual over time. Put in the work and you will get the results, I promise. Number 4. Honesty. This is where people fail so much. They're not honest with themselves. They're not honest with the results they can achieve in a certain time. They set themselves up for failure. They push and drain themselves. So they go in too much of a caloric deficit. They go training too much, but they haven't fueled it, and they give themselves too little time to get their goals. They end up failing and they get demotivated. Then what happens? Binge eating junk, falling off the diet. That consistency drops. Number 5, individualize. So eating the foods you like. Also individualize. What works for me won't work for you. What works for a certain person down the road is not going to work for the other person down the road. What worked for someone at your tri club isn't going to work for another person. Why? We are all individuals. The diets you see in triathlon magazines, in cycling magazines, running, men's fitness, things like this, they are essentially cookie cutter plans. So they may work for a little bit, but they're never going to work for the long term. Why? They're not based around your likes, your needs, your lifestyle, and your training. And the last one, accountability. It may sound like a selling point, but when I guarantee results to my clients, they get them. Why? Because they've invested in themselves. They've invested in the fact that they're paying for someone to say, look, have this nutrition now, have this food now, you'll get the results, you will drop weight, you will get your performance increases that we've said about. And if you don't, and you've followed the plan, everything that I've said, you get your money back. So it's a no-brainer. Get accountable. Whether that's a coach or sending a mate your pictures that they have to put on Facebook if you haven't got in better shape, there's so many ways of getting accountable. Do it. Seriously, it will guarantee you results. So they're my top 6. If you want to know more, get in touch. Ollie at theupgradecoach.com.